In this chapter, sage Ashtavakra elucidates the enlightened life and wisdom of a self-realized sage, summarizing the core teachings previously discussed. Sage Ashtavakra continued, "He who is free from doubts and has his mind identified completely with the self never resorts to the practices of control as a means to liberation. Having established in his pure intellect and having become serene by mere listening to the real, the wise one, no more sees what is proper and improper action or even what is inaction." Now, let's embark on a journey together to understand and experience this verse with the help of a story first. In the bustling metropolis of samsara, among the spirals of concrete and the cacophony of desires, lived Arin, an artist renowned not for the sculptures he carved but for the spaces he left untouched. Arin's sculptures were invisible, perceived only when the observer realized there was nothing to perceive but everything to understand. Arin's first sculpture was named The Embrace of the Void. Scholars often quoted Zhuangzi, "To be truly happy and contented, you must let go of what it means to be happy or contented." To behold Arin's sculpture was to recognize the futility of clinging to practices and the realization that freedom was in the non-grasping, the non-doing. It was a masterpiece of absence, teaching the onlookers that liberation was not in the clay but in the space that held it. His second work, The Mirror of the Mind, was a plain of polished obsidian surrounded by inscriptions from Sengjian. "Do not seek the truth, only cease to cherish opinions." Viewers found their reflections on its surface but could not penetrate its depths, learning that the serene intellect is like a mirror, reflecting without distortion, without holding on to anything. The dance of action and inaction was Arin's third creation, inspired by the words of Lao Tzu, "The way to do is to be." This sculpture invited the audience to observe the interplay of shadows and light, constantly changing and yet unchanged, teaching them the spontaneous nature of action and the inherent stillness within it. Next came The Unaffected Witness, a sculpture of air and light, where Nisargadatta Maharaja's wisdom echoed. Witnessing is not transforming what is, but understanding and letting be. It was here that the senses were acknowledged but not indulged, a lesson in detachment as the essence of true experience. His final masterpiece, The Unity of Existence, was a space where the air itself seemed to pulse with the unity of being. As the Rigveda suggests, truth is one. Sages call it by various names. Arin's sculpture was not a sculpture. It was an experience of oneness with the air, the self, and all of existence. Now let us move on to a simple meditation practice based on this story. Find a comfortable seated position, close your eyes, and take a deep breath in. As you exhale, allow yourself to settle into the present moment. Feel the surface supporting you and the space around you. Let go of the need to shape your experience. With each breath, let go of any preconceived notions or desires. Embrace the space, the void, and recognize that true freedom lies in non-grasping, in simply being. Allow your mind to become still like the surface of a clear lake. As you breathe in, imagine inhaling clarity and serenity. As you exhale, release all opinions and judgments. Let your mind become like the mirror, reflecting without distortion, holding on to nothing. Observe the dance of your breath, the play of light and shadow within you. Breathe deeply, feeling the flow of your breath as the dance of action and inaction. Allow yourself to merge with this dance, understanding that true action arises naturally from stillness. Sensations come and go, remain as the unaffected witness. With each breath, become the unaffected witness to your thoughts, emotions, and sensations. Acknowledge them without indulging. Simply observe, and let everything be as it is. Feel the air around you pulsing with the unity of being. As you inhale, sense the unity within and around you. As you exhale, feel your oneness with all existence. Embrace this experience of unity, knowing that you are an integral part of the whole. Assert that one who is free from doubt and fully identifies with the self transcends the need for practices of control. Recognize that pure intellect and serenity come from direct understanding of the real, leading to a state beyond action distinctions. Embrace that true wisdom manifests in living freely, unbound by notions of propriety or impropriety in action or inaction. Remember that the wise live unaffected by sensory experiences, dwelling in the happiness of self-awareness. Acknowledge that liberation is experienced in the absence of support, where the self is realized without the crutch of mental constructs. Take a few moments to bask in this newfound understanding and peace. You may like to repeat these meditation steps for 2 or 3 times more. Remember the message of sage Ashtavakra. A person who has transcended doubts and fully identified with the self does not need to engage in practices of control to achieve liberation. Once firmly established in pure intellect and attaining serenity through understanding reality, the wise no longer distinguish between proper and improper actions, or even recognize inaction. As you open your eyes, you feel a connection with your true nature, filled with serenity and wisdom. Summary chart on screen represents key teachings you just have grasped during your journey in this meditation. The teachings about journey of self-discovery continue to resonate within you, guiding you on your spiritual journey till we move on to next verse. To stay updated with our latest videos and receive timely notifications, please subscribe to our channel and activate notifications by the bell button.